Hi everybody, Marie here. Welcome to Live After 5. Thank God it's the bank holiday weekend. I'm really looking forward to a few days off. Look, this evening I just want to tell you a story. Recently I've been working with a client. Let's just assume his name is George, right? And he had a house, right? And it was in the countryside and would have been on the market before, we'll say, maybe over the last year, and it didn't do that well. Now, it wasn't on the market with us. He did have someone interested in buying the house for 275,000. So he kind of called me in for a second opinion. I think a friend of his had recommended us. And when I got to the house, I could see it was a house that actually had amazing potential because it had super views. And I just knew it was a really well-built house. It seemed to have been constructed really well. Not that I'm a construction expert, but you just know these things when you're in them. And the one thing I remember was when I was going up the driveway on each side of it, there was shrubs and hedges and it was like really overgrown. And it gave me the impression, if I was at the end of the driveway, you're kind of thinking, how am I going to get my car actually up to this house? Does this house need a new driveway put in? Does it need to be widened? Actually, it just all needed to be cut back, the hedges and the shrubs and everything on either side, and it was fine. So we got to the house anyway, had a look at the house, and do you know what? It was kind of poorly organised in terms of there was kind of bits and pieces of furniture, no mattresses on beds. He'd shown me photos that they had taken and, they weren't great. So I said to George, I think your house, I think actually you have the potential to earn up to maybe 50,000 more on your property when you sell it, if you stage it. Will you work with me on a staging plan? Will you implement a staging plan and take all my advice? And I said, I promise you I'll deliver, because I just knew the house had amazing potential. And, he was underselling it by not having it presented right. So we put together a staging plan and he got outside, all power hosed. He cut all the shrubs back, going up that driveway, because that was giving people the impression that they were going to have to put a new driveway up to the house. And they all thought that the driveway was narrow. And remember, we'll say, when you put your property in the market, buyers often do drive-bys before they ring the agent and make a viewing. So it's really important to have curb appeal right and make sure everything looks at its best. So anyway, as I said, he got people in to cut back shrubs and trees, because some of the trees and shrubs were actually making the inside of the house quite dark. It was affecting natural light. Did all that, did some painting inside. He got bed linen, he staged it, he moved around furniture, he put mattresses on beds, you name it. The house looked $1 million. Probably spent maybe 2,000 to 3,000 euros, I would think, on doing all the jobs. We put the house on the market, then we got great photos. We had it sale agreed within a week. And he got 51,000 more than what he was previously considering accepting from another party. And that was all, a cost, as I said, 2,000 to 3,000 euros, elbow grease, a bit of work over 2 weeks, and it's so paid off. And he felt really good then, because this was his home. He'd moved out of it and he'd put quite a bit into his home. So, he really felt he had done his best with it. So, we're all very proud of him. And look, it just goes to show you the importance of staging your house. It will pay off. Like, if you don't stage your house and it looks poor and the garden's all overgrown, you're going to be underselling your house. So if you have an agent, if you're about to put your property in the market and you have an agent, make sure you ask them to do a staging plan with you. It's quite practical and easy, some of it, and sometimes it does require a bit more effort and money. It depends on the property. Every property is different. If you need any advice on staging, just send me a direct message on this page. Enjoy the long weekend, everybody, and thanks for watching.